Welcome to this learning unit on version control GitHub. My name is Iakovos Ioannou. I work as a researcher at CYNET and I am a member of the GN5-1 Project Orchestration, Automation, and Virtualization Training Development Team within the Network Technology Services Development Work Package. This learning unit consists of three parts, each with its own video presentation. In part 1, I will introduce GitHub, a popular cloud-based code hosting service for version control and collaboration. If you have any questions, you can send us an email to the email address you see here. You can also talk to us directly on the first Tuesday of each month during the Jan project. Just drop us an email and we will send you the link to our video conferencing room. In this part of the learning unit, we will explain what GitHub is, why you should use it, how it works, the difference between Git and GitHub, and GitHub's role in the continuous integration, continuous development process. GitHub is a code hosting cloud platform for version control and collaboration. It provides a cloud space for all programmers to work seamlessly together on projects from any location without compromising the integrity of the original project. You can get free space for open source projects or you can pay for private projects. The heart of GitHub is an open source version control system called Git. Git is responsible for everything GitHub related that happens locally on your computer. GitHub provides online storage for Git repositories. GitHub was developed by Chris Waldstath, PJ Hyatt, Tom Preston Warner, and Scott Sharcombe using Ruby on Rails and started in February 2008. Some of the major projects on GitHub are well-known open source software. Examples of well-known open source software projects on GitHub are the following: Tolerance Linux, Linux kernel, Microsoft TypeScript, OpenJDK, JDK Java Development Kit. There are many reasons for using GitHub. The first is that GitHub allows programmers to interact with their communities using built-in collaborative communication tools. Next, any programmer can create and participate in issues, pull requests, GitHub discussions, and team discussions. Moreover, through its powerful version control system, GitHub enables programmers to patch issues or enhance the efficiency of software without altering the software itself or compromising the experience of current users. Also, changes proposed by programmers will be reviewed and, if appropriate, approved and incorporated into the live software. A further reason is the number of platforms and services that can be integrated with GitHub, including Amazon, Google Cloud, and Code Climate. Finally, syntax highlighting is supported for more than 200 programming languages, including C, C++, Java, and Python. The many benefits of using GitHub include the following. As one of the largest online coding communities, GitHub serves as a social networking platform for programmers and developers. Thus anyone can obtain widespread exposure and gather public interest. Note that the greater the number of reviews a project receives, the greater the likelihood that the individuals will be interested in and utilize it. In addition, GitHub tracks changes in a changelog, allowing anyone to see exactly what was modified each time. This allows a developer to quickly spot alterations made by a collaborator by looking back at previous versions. Additionally, using GitHub, multiple people can collaborate on a project concurrently, and many of them can be in different locations. using a version control system such as GitHub. Contributors can collaborate. Moreover, GitHub provides the benefits of open source. The benefits is open source include reduced startup costs, faster project launches, faster iterations, more flexible software development process, powerful community-driven support, and better licensing management without being contracted bound to a single vendor. Even more, with GitHub, you can create an implementation plan roadmap for the successful execution of the selected strategy using the following steps. Define goals in the README file. Do exhaustive research. Identify any hazards by other programmers that work on your repository. Schedule all milestones in the README file. Assign tasks to GitHub interface. And distribute careful resources in the README file. Thus, the development and implementation of a management strategy comes with the incremental development of different users of the shared repository. Note that by developing and implementing a management strategy approach, leaders can view the big picture and discover new methods for their team to add maximum value over the long term by working from a more strategic vantage point while still meeting today's demands. Also, Markdown documents may be formed on GitHub using a simple text editor. Consequently, GitHub has significantly changed the writing process by implementing Markdown for every piece of content, from the issue tracker, user comments, and everything else. Finally, using GitHub encourages the production of more comprehensive project documentation. The most important services offered by GitHub, whether by Git or the graphical user interface GUI, are the following. Fork. Forking a project provides a duplicate that allows unrestricted experimentation without impacting the original. Clone. Cloning a repository is when you copy the repository from GitHub to your local machine. Pull request. If a programmer's changes are complete and verified, he or she can submit a pull request. The pull request is forwarded to the project owner, who can review the modification and ask any necessary follow-up questions. Merge. If the project owner accepts the modifications, he or she will merge the pull request in the main, master of course, project. Basically, the project owner will apply the changes from the fork project to the original code. Commit. A commit in a single change to one or more files. It is a critical Git component. A pull request is a request to merge several changes from one branch into another. Push. The push command is used to upload a local repository contents to a remote repository. Pushing is the transfer of commits from the local repository to the remote repository, thus fetching imports commits to local branches, pushing exports to remote branches. A list of basic Git commands can be found in the GitLab Learning Unit at the following URL. As explained in the figure on the side, GitHub is an exclusive cloud-based hosting service that lets you manage and share Git repositories. Git, on the other hand, is a high-quality version control system installed and maintained on a local system on an organization's premises. The figure on the slide shows the process of implementing continuous integration, continuous development with the use of Jenkins and GitHub. As shown in the figure, GitHub is an important part of the CI/CD process. Thank you for following part 1 of the GitHub Learning Unit. In the second part, we will examine GitHub usage.